Rocket is an Australian cattle dog that has many hobbies. One of them is the love for water. At first, water was about the urge of hydration, but once Rocket realized her humans disliked her tipping over the water bowl, it became a game to see how they would react. The humans tried to prevent the behavior by placing a brick down to keep the bowl in place, but Rocket was too clever for that. The bowl tipping continued, and soon after, the humans had to purchase a non-tipping bowl. Rocket's love of playing with the soccer ball increased her need to cool down and hydrate, but that also made her interested in this liquid substance the humans called water. When it rained, it swelled up the ground with mud in the backyard, so naturally, Rocket discovered playing soccer ball in the mud was a refreshing experience. That was fine at home because a bathtub was nearby. At 4 months old, she received all of her shots and was cleared by the vet to visit the public areas. While she could play in the mud at home, she didn't understand why the humans kept her away from mud or water when they were away from home. Soon she realized most water anywhere, including hiking trails, was definitely a no-no to keep her safe from contaminated water. One day, the humans taught Rocket a new word, the lake. Let's go to the water at the lake. She knew the word water, but was curious about this new word. When she arrived at the lake, Rocket noticed ducks on the water that looked just like her toy ducks at home, but they were in the largest pool of water she had ever seen. Puzzled, Rocket sniffed around to find out more about these moving ducks and decided it was just too much to process. After visiting the lake multiple times, Rocket started to enjoy watching the ducks in the water that the humans called the lake. The humans drove a lot in the Jeep as they traveled from northern to southern California frequently when Rocket was a puppy. But one day, they took the Jeep and an ATV on a trailer to the beach. That day, they taught Rocket a new word, let's go to the beach. When Rocket jumped out of the Jeep, she realized the ground shifted beneath her, giving her that natural desire to dig to find normal ground. But when she went towards the ocean, her paws sunk into the mud. This wasn't typical ground either. While the moving water was interesting to look at as it came in and out to shore, she didn't know how to swim, so she didn't get in the water. At some point, the humans went to take a photo, but Rocket had the urge to do her business and witnessed the most dreadful experience. The salty water burned as it brushed up against her, and Rocket began to howl. Never again will she do her business in the ocean. Once Rocket was 6 months old, she was curious about large areas of water, but she still didn't know how to swim. The humans realized that the best way to teach her how to swim without any fear was to play with her favorite toy, the soccer ball. They told Rocket, "We're going to the lake." She knew the word before, but never thought she could go inside the water. That day, she noticed the humans were in the water playing with her favorite toy, the soccer ball. Once Rocket realized how to paddle her paws to move towards the soccer ball, swimming became second nature. She was able to swim and play at the same time. Australian cattle dogs are known to control movement, whether it's cattle, people, or critters. Rocket soon realized that she could control the movement of the water in the lake. It moved wherever she desired, and soon, her love of swimming became one of her favorite activities. Since Rocket's love for water increased, her humans taught her a new word, the river. After taking a nice hiking trail that eventually led to a river, Rocket recognized at a distance that it was just like the lake. But as she got closer, she realized the stream of the water didn't move like the lake. She had the desire to control the movement of the stream. Since the moving water didn't listen, she barked at it to stop. Rocket became frustrated because it didn't stop, so she began to bite at the moving water. Something about the chaos of movement related to her, as it was less boring than the lake. Humans later took Rocket to another river. At this point, Rocket became a more capable swimmer in this water known as the river. Once Rocket was 7 months old, the humans figured it was time to visit the dog park. This is when Rocket discovered a shallow pool of water for the first time. While she didn't go into the pool, she watched as other dogs enjoyed their time in that water. But at this point, Rocket realized digging in the water bowl at the dog park helped her hydrate and cool down. After visiting the dog park for weeks, Rocket noticed the water bowl next to the pool was in use by another dog, so she trotted over to the pool to get some water. At this point, the humans taught her the word pool. Once she sat down in the pool for the first time, it was the most refreshing experience she had ever had playing fetch. She drank to her heart's content. But when she got home, her little tummy was so upset. Rocket ran to the doorway to ring the bells, but the humans didn't make it in time. The humans opened the door, and she had an accident near the doorway. Rocket was so upset, she looked up at her humans in despair. Rocket was house-trained at 10 weeks old, so her humans knew this had to be an accident. Later they found out it was a urinary tract infection. When she drank the water in the pool that the other dogs must have went to the bathroom in, she quickly was able to restore her tummy issue within a few hours. From then on, when the humans went to the dog park, they dumped out the shallow water to provide fresh water for Rocket. Pools came in so many shapes and colors, and it became her favorite pastime. Of course, a pool at home was also necessary, and Rocket loved bringing her version of the rubber ducky into the water, the soccer ball. A few months later, Rocket noticed an extravaganza of water toys. What type of water circus was this? A pool of water with a slide on top, but it was so loud as air was pumped into it. Then there was a toy that squirted at her. A toy that bubbled all over the place. A toy that popped in her face. A sponge toy that she could catch in place. As Rocket got older, she knew the words of many types of water and toys. When there was an extravaganza of water toys, she couldn't wait to play and explore with them. When her humans filled up the pool with water, she couldn't wait to relax after playing fetch. When she returned to the beach, she was ready, so ready, she demanded for the sand and the mud on the beach to move beneath her. She worked with the movement of water on the coast to guide her. When she visited the river, she propelled through it as if it was one with her. When Rocket visited the lake, it could no longer be still. She splashed and she attacked the water to move like the river. And so water became the movement Rocket could control. But this is just one of many Rocket tales. Thanks for watching the latest Rocket Tale. If you like what you see, Rocket appreciates it. Please hit subscribe and like on this video. Until next time.